Hi everyone, so welcome back. Today I have a few anti-aging tips and secrets for you. I say secrets because these are just a few things that I found that work for me. Many of you might not know, I'm actually 29 very soon. Getting closer to the big 30. Like in a year and 2 months when I turn 30, I really want to give it a new name. Like 30, you don't have to start dressing a certain way, you don't have to feel a certain way. Like I feel like you can stay young and sexy for as long as you want. If someone asked me in my early 20s, how would you feel when you turn 30? I'd be like, oh, I feel old, I feel this, I feel that. But actually, I feel younger now than I did when I was 25. It's crazy, but by just making a few little changes to my lifestyle, I've actually rewound, is that a word? I've actually rewound time on my skin. I don't think that sentence made sense, but you know what it means. Also, I have a new background. This is my new studio. I'll be filming in here from now on. I've got a whole new room just dedicated to you guys on YouTube. So yeah, this is it. Welcome. So the first product I'm going to talk about is Aquaphor. I don't know if you've heard of Aquaphor before, but this is from a brand called Eucerin. It's sold in Boots and it's really good for those acne type skins or sensitive skin like myself. I'm one of them unfortunate people with adult acne, and Eucerin is a brand that I can really work with. It just simply helps support the skin's own regeneration process. But as well as that, it helps plump up fine lines and wrinkles and locks in the moisture. So say I just use it around my eyes because I think if I smeared it all over my face it would break me out. But just underneath my eyes and maybe a little on my forehead, just to lock in my eye cream or my moisturiser that I've already put on my face. It also helps with eczema as well. If you have I get bad eczema on my hands. I don't know whether you've noticed in all my videos my hands are really dry and chapped. It's because I get really bad eczema. So this is a wonder product you can put on your lips to stop it chapping, but mainly around your eyes it will really help reduce the fine lines and wrinkles, which I'm trying not to get. So the key thing throughout anti-aging is just moisture, moisture, moisture. How much moisture can you keep in your skin? And this is a really good product to do that with. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually from a brand you might have seen on my blog. It's called Dr. Wu, and he's an Asian phenomenon. And Dr. Wu is an actual man himself, and he is a clinical professor and practitioner in the Taiwan University Hospital. And he has just brought out this range, and he's known as the godfather of medical cosmetics and biotechnology out in China. So he really knows what he's talking about. And he has one of the items from this range is one of these masks, and you've probably seen them all over Instagram. Everyone is doing these masks, but it's for a reason, and it's because it puts so much moisture back into your skin. And not only that, if you spend 15 minutes with this on your face, relaxing, we all know if you're stressed, it really does make you age quicker. So if you can relax and spend time doing stuff like this, it helps from both the inside and the out. So the mask I picked up is actually the vitamin B one, and it's got B3 and B5 in it. And I actually look for these two vitamins in products because it not only helps with anti-aging, etc., but it also helps with hyperpigmentation. And I have a lot of that around my face where maybe sun damage, I've spent a lot of time in the Middle East, etc. So that really helps keep your skin nice and clear as well as fighting anti-aging. So that's a really good product. So this is just a dry one. I just wanted to show you, I've actually already used it, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like because it goes on your face like this. I'll try not to scare you. And yeah, it's just really, really simple. So you can do that as well as moisturizing, serum, just putting again as much moisture as possible back into your skin. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is something called Squalene or Squalene. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but I'm just going to leave it at the bottom of the screen here so you can go Google it. But Squalene is something our bodies produce naturally. So when we get to about 25, our bodies stop producing squalene, and consequently our skin becomes less firm and it loses its elasticity. Can't even say that word. But so looking for products with squalene is a really good starting point. I found one from Dr. Wu, and it's a serum. So it's really important to use a serum as well as a moisturizer. And if you just think moisturizing's enough, it's not. Serum tackles the deeper layers of your skin and moisturizer tackles the top. So if you work with both together, it really helps prevent wrinkles. So it's all about the moisture, moisture, moisture. So this is called the Intensive Repairing Serum with Squalene. And I don't know if you know, but it's really important to use serum as well as moisturizer, because serum tackles the deeper layers of your skin, and moisturiser just tackles the top layers. And I've learned this from my days working in Harrods on the beauty counters. But yeah, so using both together tackles it from all areas, whereas if you just use moisturiser, you're just hitting the top layer. And actually most problems are caused from underneath. So serums are so important. And this one with added squalene in means it's got so many added benefits to it. So I really recommend it. It also, a lot of moisturisers I find I can't wear under makeup because it makes my face really greasy, and when you have acne prone skin like mine, you really want to steer away from greasy products. But this actually, Dr. Wu, his products are really like soft and gentle on the skin, so it has a really nice finish to it, if that makes sense. It's not heavy at all, and you can wear makeup on for the whole day without it sliding or greasing off or anything like that. So I really recommend his products. Oh, I just wanted to clarify that squalene is not from sharks. Some people think that it's from sharks. This one is actually extracted from olive oil, so it's all nice and friendly and stuff like that. If you're interested in these products, they're actually doing 25 days of Christmas giveaway. So if you follow them on Instagram or Twitter, I'll leave the links below, you can actually be in a chance of winning that. So that would be a really good start if you wanted to try out the products. So you may know this because I've mentioned it a few times before, but one of my greatest fears is having a double chin or a sagging chin when I get older. I think it's so important to keep your chin intact, if that makes sense. So as you get older, your skin on your neck is actually one of the thinnest, and it's so important to do all these things, the serum, the moisturiser, to your neck, and I think a lot of people forget that. You'll thank me for this when you get older. There's something called a chin-up mask, and it acts in a similar way to the sheet mask that I just showed you, and there's a sheet mask, it comes in this packet. It comes with like a similar thing to that face mask sheet, but it's like for your chin, so you layer on the face mask, it comes in a packet like this, and then you put this around your face, and that velcros on top of your face with your ears poking out the side. It looks horrendous, so don't go to the shops with it on. So what it does, it's meant to reduce chin fat and helps the firming of your neck. It's so important to do all these things to your neck because your neck is actually such thin skin that it will age the most and the quickest. So looking after your neck the same as you look after your face is really, really important, and you can definitely do this with the chin-up mask. And it also feels like a bit of a facelift when you take it off because you keep it on for like 30-40 minutes. I do it before I go out just to make me feel a bit more elegant, and it actually works. Over time you start to see a difference. It gives you such a nice line on your neck. So I really recommend that product if you're worried about aging on your neck at all like I am. So if you thought things couldn't get any weirder than a chin-up mask, I am next going to talk about these. And what these are, they're called Moisturizing Gloves, and I actually have moisturizing socks as well. And they're pretty self-explanatory. So they say you can always tell someone's age by their hands and their feet. So I have really dry hands and feet anyway. I sometimes have eczema on them, so I really have to look after them anyway. But what I do, I use any old moisturiser. You can actually even use serum. So I actually use cocoa butter for this, but you can use anything. You can even use hand cream, probably make more sense. And I just smother my hands and my feet in moisturiser, and then I put on the gloves. So it doesn't get anywhere, it doesn't stick anywhere. And then you just leave the gloves on. I leave them on for like an hour and watch TV with them on. It means I can't go on my phone though, so it's a little bit bad. But actually it's probably a good thing that I'm not on my phone for now. And when you take it off, your hands are so smooth and soft, and your feet as well. So lovely and soft. Just try, I promise, just try it and you will see what I mean. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is food, and I actually didn't realise how important food was for your skin. And actually all these things, the moisturiser, the serum, they're all like the icing on top of the cake, but actually to tackle the real problem you need to concentrate on what you put on the inside as well. So I'm just going to reel off a couple of foods that are really good for your skin, and they all contain good fat, and they are really key for helping sort your skin out. So if you suffer from acne or anything like that, include these in your diets and you'll probably start to see a change. Don't expect changes overnight. These things take months to even notice anything different, so you really have to stick at something to make it last. So the first one is fish oils. You can find this obviously in fish, and the most important thing with fish is eat the skin because that's where most of the goodness is. And fish contains omega-3, and omega-3 reduces redness or helps with acne. Any inflammation on your skin, it just reduces. There's also avocado, and there's also nuts. So Brazilian nuts I think are quite good for it. all these good fats really help with your skin. It's fish, it's nuts, and it's avocado. But yeah, just include these in your diet and you'll start to see a difference. I did anyway, so just wanted to pass on my knowledge to you because I think it's difficult actually. There's so many things on the web, so many different people telling you different things mean different things. And I actually find that if I see a YouTuber that I follow or a blogger that I follow or even a friend, if they tell me something, I listen to them more than just all this knowledge on the internet that I just can't be bothered reading. So I just wanted to share with you that because that's what worked for me. So I'm going to try and do a few anti-aging and acne tips and tricks because these are things that are key in my life at the moment, and I think if you start young, so if you're watching this and you're in your early 20s, start young. Biggest tip out of all of them, just start doing these things when you're in your, because the longer you do it, obviously the more effective it's going to be when you're older. Yeah, if you are worried about aging or you're worried about fine lines, just remember that we're all aging at exactly the same speed. This is just something that we put on ourselves and there's really no need to, but if my tips and tricks can help you feel better in some way, then I really hope that I can do that. And just know that you can look beautiful at any age. You can be 60 odd and still feel incredible. Like, I actually think fine lines are actually quite attractive. If you have laughter lines, they're cute, you know? There's nothing to be ashamed of, or you should look in the mirror and own your like wrinkles because they're gonna be there and everyone has them, so you might as well get used to it. Anyway, if you want to follow me on social media, I'm at the Laura Blair on everything. Come say hey on Snapchat too, I'll see you there. And yeah, I will see you next time for more videos. Bye!